This is the part about being a former fearful avoidant that I'm most ashamed of. How often and damaging it was when I used to stonewall my ex. At the time, my ex and me were constantly fighting, and it made me feel a lot of frustration because I felt like every time she spoke up, I was being criticized. And that criticism made me feel a lot of shame, which then I started to get angry because I wasn't getting my own needs met. At the time, I didn't have the communicational skills to express how I felt or what I needed, and I definitely didn't have the emotional capacity to meet her emotional needs. I was in my avoidance side deactivated because I was emotionally overwhelmed. And honestly, I stayed shut down for days, not just to avoid fighting, but to get back at her for making me mad to begin with. That's what I'm most ashamed of. What I realized later was that we were just disconnecting further because of myself, and I was just hurting her more because she had a huge abandonment wound. And at the time, I failed to realize how unhealthy this was. So the lesson that I learned was that me stonewalling was just my emotional pain plus being emotionally overloaded. But once I learned how to regulate my emotions and communicate my needs and express my feelings, I wouldn't have to stonewall anymore. Not saying that it was ever right, it was just a coping mechanism to my unhealed pain, right? Being emotionally immature at the time. And this isn't about winning the fight, it's about staying present so you can get your needs met, so you can feel seen, heard, and understood while meeting the needs of your partner. If you've ever been on either side of stonewalling, send this to someone who needs to hear this, and as always, follow me for more attachment style content.